Ah. Esto es muy temprano. Maldita sea. What? Está haciendo una cosa rara esto. Y no sé por qué. What? Ah, claro. Mm, no sé por qué está haciendo eso. Ahora lo voy a dejar así. Se viene, se viene. Me acabo de despertar y me está doliendo esta parte del brazo y no sé por qué. Masquerade of the Guilty. Vamos a ver quiénes van a ser los presentadores de hoy. También estaba el de Honkai. De hecho, lo estaba viendo antes de prender. Y pues bueno, está bien. Banner de 3 van a tener ahora. Aunque vi que van a meter cosillas que pues, está bien. Como elegir quién. Bueno, el registro de personajes que ya están dentro de Expreso. Y esas cosillas. Están. Un minutito. En esta imagen se ven cosas para la historia. Uy, la presenta la misma furrina.
Some of your testimony doesn't add up. You can be rest assured that I, Farina, the god of justice, will get to the bottom of this matter. No detail shall escape me. Yes, that sounds perfect. A god must be firm. A god must not allow any detail to slip through the cracks. My dear citizens, just as the will of a god remains opaque to the understanding of mere mortals, so too is truth unmoved by even the strongest of wills. I will now speak to the defendant. If you honor the values of truth, justice, and divinity, then you are compelled to provide an accurate account of your actions. Hey, that's not bad. Oh, Nervillette! As the god of justice, it is only expected that I should remain informed of every trial and make the necessary preparations. Is there something that you needed?
Okay.
If you wish to seek an audience with me, then
Bien,
please make an appointment with Sir Intendant Chevalmeron in advance.
Vale, empezamos.
According to the judgment of the oratrice mécanique de Lynz cardinal.
Está llorando furrina.
To be punished via the death sentence.
¿Cómo?
You and I both know that there may be issues with the primordial sea.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance
Oh,
to
la torre
escape.
esa.
As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful?
What's done is done. Just trust in me, your Archon. Never mind whether you can truly convince yourself
En el
or
solo
not.
solicitud. Totalmente.
The show begins.
Este ataque es muy a lo Dori.
Shower me with praise. Let my name echo in song.
Charlotte. Uy, sí que va a atacar así.
Say cheese. Breaking news. I know you're not a local,
Otra
but
creo con aire.
getting too close to any
¿Navia?
water looks strange all the same.
No, María Antonieta.
Something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
The prophecy. Yes. What has been prophesied will be fulfilled.
I, Farina, will use this trial to show the world the true meaning
Do
of
not resist.
justice.
This judgment is fair and just.
What is the meaning you would call
You've
this?
never been as superficial as you have presented yourself to be.
No more excuses.
Then why should we acknowledge it?
Fusalo, why did you deceive us?
Applaud and rejoice.
We're just a moment. This isn't right!
The trial of the Hydro Archon.
Seem to remember
the
that.
floor will now
This
begin.
trial is-
I now understand the true purpose behind this position.
Ok.
You are devious.
La ballena.
Fusalo.
Everyone's... Papa, what should I do?
The prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you. All will eventually end in a magnificent and dramatic trial. Farewell, Nervillette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Se va a poner potente.
Hey
Aquí.
travelers! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.2 special program. Woo! Yay! I'm Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of the female traveler Lumine, and I'm joined today by two guests to bring you the latest news for the upcoming version. Okay, why don't you introduce yourselves?
All right, yeah, sounds good. I'll start. Hey everyone, I'm Amberly Connors, the voice of Farina, and I am super excited to be on this special program today. Travelers already met the Hydro Archon at the start of their journey in Fontaine. And as the story continues, how will this special god avert the crisis foretold in the prophecy? I hope everyone's excited to see what happens next.
I mean, I sure am. I'm at the edge of my seat. My name is Ray Chase, and I'm the voice of Neuvillette, the dragon sovereign of water and Udex of Fontaine. I'm sure many of you already consider Neuvillette a very trustworthy partner, and I hope you look forward to seeing more of him in version 4.2.
Yes, for sure. Totally.
Yep.
Okay, so next, let's dive into the major content that we have coming in version 4.2. In the intro, Farina said we need to make an appointment with Surintendant Cheval Moran. So, you know, she's really busy as Fontaine's Archon.
La catedral
and
está
she's a
muy
pretty big
potente.
celebrity at the Opera House. So, the special program team gave me an itinerary to follow, and it appears to show all of Farina's recent plans.
Farina's recent plans, let me guess. She's going to be going to trial, and then another trial, and then another.
Actually, that sounds about right.
Okay, the itinerary seems pretty packed, so let's take a look at the first item. Oh, looks like Ray called it.
Wow.
Mm.
There is nothing more
Okay.
important to Farina than attending trials at the Opera House.
But this trial is a little different from the usual.
Ooh, interesting.
I know. I keep looking at the water rushing in. I'm like,
know.
what's happening?
Yes, it looks like there's some
Mhm.
spotlights and it's like
Máscara
a
of the
curtain.
Guilty.
Seems like, you know, maybe also Neuvillette is keeping an eye on things from
Yeah.
behind the scenes, maybe?
Very serious.
He's always keeping an eye on stuff, and always just a little bit disappointed.
Fair.
Okay, in version 4.2, travelers will get to experience Act 5 of the Fontaine Archon quest, Masquerade of the Guilty. We'll team up with Fontanian friends to delve deeper into the
Acto
hurricane of
5.
events and face the
Capítulo
impending
4.
destruction foretold by the prophecy. Travelers will gradually unveil new facts behind this crisis and encounter an evil that has been lurking in the swirling depths.
Ooh.
I know.
Ooh, swirling depths. Very spoopy. Right. So, you know, the prophecy in Fontaine is on the brink of coming true. And this is possibly the greatest crisis we've faced in our journey through Teyvat.
Me encantan los
In
disclaimers que les
version
ponen.
4.1, we learned about this precarious situation involving the rising primordial seawater. Neuvillette barely arrived in time to hold back the seawater from engulfing the fortress of Meripede, but still, the water has reached Poisson.
Luckily, the crisis was averted
Aquí
by
parece
Navia's
que va a
leadership
querer
at the
matar
Spina
gente,
de
pero no.
Rosula. Though, we probably can't dismiss the assistance provided by the Knave either. Whatever her end goal may be, it seems like she sincerely wants to save Fontaine from the prophecy. But there's only so much that we can say. Travelers will have to go and play through the version themselves to discover the clues, adventures, and stories to come.
Yes, exactly. So be sure to play through, uncover hidden truths, and witness this epic chapter of Fontaine's history for yourself when Act 5 of the Archon quest becomes available.
Sounds good.
So
Yep.
Right?
Hey, question. Have we forgotten a pretty important character who's been missing from the Fortress of Meripede?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you mean Child?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Child?
We searched all over the fortress for him.
Yup. I guess we'll just have to live with the suspense for a little longer. Not ideal, but it's fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But we saw Child appear at the end of the last version's Archon quest, so it probably won't be long until we see him again.
Okay, good.
Okay.
But we really need to talk about Farina.
What?
She's confronted
Why?
with a because she's confronted with
Farina.
a crisis that's tough for even one of the great elemental dragons.
Hmm.
Of course, Fontaine will have the travelers' help,
But what
Ah, mi
choices will our
mano.
Hydro Archon make in the face of the crisis? Well, just like the prophecy itself, all will be revealed at the fated time. But knowing Farina, perhaps she'll have made some preparations.
Once again, disappointed.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Come on, guys. Have some faith. Okay, to bolster everyone's confidence in Farina, let's learn a little more about this one-of-a-kind Archon. Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping?
Barley Connors.
You must be stunned
Nasinori.
and at a loss for words. Understandable. It is I, after all, Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me. Oh my gosh, I love her outfit. Yes. Oh, and her eyes, like each of them are different. She's got these little eyelashes and her hat. Oh,
You know,
it's amazing.
you'd expect for a Hydro Archon that she'd have the best drip.
Oh. Yes. Ooh. Okay, you know what? It seems as if she's always dressed like she's about to attend a performance. You know what I mean? Yes. That's Fontaine's biggest celebrity for you. And speaking of drip, let's take a look at her combat abilities. Yay!
Okay.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Pam, 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 pam.
Strike a pose! Let the world come alive! Whoa, that is
Wow.
so cool. Oh my
Pequeña
gosh,
preview
oh my
muy
gosh.
pequeñita.
I like the way she kind of like bows. Very dramatic. Yes.
Very much. It's like all of her moves are part of a performance.
Totally. Also, look at her elemental burst. Her presence really fills the stage. Everyone else is
Farina,
just
no
an
sé por
extra.
qué me parece que tiene una
Wait,
voz
so
muy,
the creatures that
Beverly
Farina
Gear.
summons, they look a lot like the Fontimer aberrants that we've encountered before. There's a seahorse, a crab, an octopus, and they are all so cute.
Yep.
Oh, I love them. Me too. Oh my gosh, no, the octopus is even wearing a hat. What a distinguished little gentleman.
Correction here, Sarah. They're a bit different from Fontimer aberrants. I
Okay.
would know. To my knowledge, these creatures are Farina's, quote, honored guests. They even help manage her daily affairs.
Yes,
Ese
exactly.
yes
So,
es muy de
Farina
Beverly
often
Gear,
invites
¿eh?
guests to her tea party, which is known as the Salon Solitaire. And those creatures are actually special guests of the Salon Solitaire. Aww. And she even gave each member a name. Oh my gosh. Yes. So you've got the maid, Mademoiselle Craboletta. They're the best. The crab, the one that's a crab, I assume. Absolutely. Okay. Yes. And then you've got that.
Un poco de Lumine también,
housekeeper,
pero no es
Sir
tan
Intendant
marcado, pero a la
Cheval.
de
Ah, there he is.
And
Amber
the
Lee sí que es muy de Beverly
Gentilone
Gear,
Usher.
el acentito.
And that last one is a stickler for propriety. Oh, okay. So when Farina said to make an appointment with Sir Intendant Cheval Moran, this is who she was referring to? Yes. Oh my god.
Wow.
I didn't know it was so cute.
Exactly. Farina even makes him spew bubbles in her idol animation.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Okay, I'm sure everyone is just itching to know more about the skills shown in that clip. So, Amber, why don't you take it away? Tell us everything. Yes, you got it. Yay! So, Farina is a Hydro Sword user. Okay. She usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment in combat. When in
Ok,
this state,
va invocando
her elemental
cositas.
skill
Oh, puta
invites
madre.
the 3 members of the Salon Solitaire, Mademoiselle Craboletta, Sir Intendant Cheval Moran, and Gentilhomme Usher to the stage. I love it. It's so cute. And, you know, these salon members will attack nearby opponents, prioritizing the target of the active character. Ooh.
Their damage increases the more characters there are in the party over a certain HP amount.
Okay, I was
Es
listening
bastante
to
curioso,
all that,
¿eh?
but at the very top, you said that she usually defaults to an Usia Arca alignment. So she has more than one alignment?
Yes, exactly. Farina's charged attack not only
Hay
deals
cambio
physical damage,
de
but
energía.
also allows her
De
to switch between
Unia.
Usia and Numa Arca alignments.
Whoa.
Wow.
Ok,
based on
entonces
what
va a
we
ser
saw, it
pasiva
seems like her
directamente
Arca alignment has
su
an
cambio
effect on
de
other
energías.
skills as well.
A ver, tiene sentido
Yes,
porque es la
sure
Conte, ¿no?
does. Farina's elemental skill changes depending on whether she is aligned with Usia
Ahí está, cambia
or
lo otro.
Numa. That's cool. It's super cool. After Farina uses her charged attack to switch to a Numa Arca alignment, her elemental skill summons the
Por eso
Singer
C2
of
cambió,
Many
porque si no iba a estar
Waters to
rotísima.
provide healing to nearby
Luego.
party members.
Oh, nice.
Para los ballenas, más
The
que nada.
summons created by Farina's elemental skill will remain on the field for a period of time even after Farina is switched out. Farina's elemental burst deals damage to surrounding opponents. And when the party member's HP increases or decreases, Farina will accumulate fanfare points. That's my trumpet.
Amazing.
So, Farina increases the damage and
Tiene buena
the
actitud a
incoming
Amber Lee,
healing bonus of nearby party
Para la
members
furrina.
based on the amount of fanfare she has.
Wow, it seems like this fighting style really suits Farina's character. It's very showy and unpredictable.
Totally. I can already see the fluctuations in my team's HP bar. That healing skill might come in handy.
Yeah, for real. And due to her knowledge of deep water aberrants, Farina's passive talent can decrease the cooldown on abilities gained from the xenochromatic Fontamer aberrants.
Ooh.
Wow, you can say that again.
Yeah, and that'll make it even easier to uncover the secrets lurking in the depths.
Always the secrets lurking in the depths.
Ok, tiene voz,
And I
puede poner
almost
una
forgot,
voz profunda en el caso
whenever
de
one of
Nivelet.
Farina's summons is on the field, Farina gains the ability to walk on water.
Ah, ya va a poder caminar sobre el agua. Lo que iba a hacer con Kokomi, pero al
I
final no lo
actually saw
hicieron.
Farina's outfit changes whenever she
A ver,
switches
Kokomi
between
lo puede
Arca.
hacer pero con su ulti, ¿no?
You're correct.
Tiene sentido, al fin y al cabo es la Arconte.
But, you know, such is the charm of a celebrity, I suppose.
Mm.
Yes, so if you want to learn more about Farina, then be sure to
Animula
accompany
Choragi.
her
Ahí
on
está
her
su
story quest, the
story.
Animula Kuraji chapter.
Ah, amazing.
Nimula Choragi.
Okay, so next up we have another old friend to introduce. She's now able to join the traveler's party with her trusty companion, Monsieur Verite. That's right. It's Charlotte! Yay!
Yay!
Adorable.
So
Mayaoki
cute.
Tutu.
We've known
Igual que
Charlotte for
Asumi.
a while now. The traveler met her during the Summoner Summit event. She took them on an adventure all over Teyvat.
Yes, that's right. Charlotte's hard-hitting spirit and determination to uncover the truth really leave an impression, don't they?
Yeah.
That's right. During our journey in Fontaine, didn't she treat the traveler to a magnificent meal in order to get a scoop about Wriothesley? Though she
Es
didn't
que
end up
era
getting
obvio
the
que iba a atacar así
information
con
for
su
it.
cámara.
But I don't think that will deter her. She'll always be in search of the truth. The world is her treasure chest, and only her camera can determine its contents and the truths they contain. Speaking of her camera, Monsieur Verite just so happens to be her greatest assistant and companion. They're friends. Charlotte's talent for photography is truly a marvel. No matter the subject or setting, her photos somehow always capture an unparalleled sense of artistry. The peerless Monsieur Verite turns her photos into eye-catching mementos. In fact, many Fontainians even cut the prints out of the newspaper and keep them as clippings.
Oh, that's so cool. And Monsieur Verite is so cute, even has its own little hat and tie.
I know! Charlotte actually commissioned both of those items from Chiori. She even commissioned Monsieur Verite's accessories in several different styles to match different interview
Lens of
settings.
Verity.
Wow,
La lente de
that is pretty thoughtful.
de
I suppose that
verificación.
just shows how much Charlotte cherishes her own Monsieur Verite.
Yes, it really does. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at Charlotte's character showcase, shall we?
Ooh,
A ver, vamos a ver.
If you keep your eyes peeled and your mind engaged, you'll find there's
Oh,
always a
curiosa,
new story
curiosa
in your
voz como
mind
la
just
tiene en
waiting to
Chardon
be
en inglés.
discovered.
Buen ángulo. Ok, va a ser...
Say cheese. Breaking news!
y la zona. O sea, va a ser otra creo de zona de ulti, maravilloso. Realmente, la mayoría de los crío tienen zonas, ¿eh? Sus ultis son zonas. Ganyu, Layla, Diona, Shenhe, Ayaka. Prácticamente todas son zonas.
News on the march.
Dejando de lado un poco
Charlotte is an expert at applying the skills and talents that she's developed
¿Al
as a
Duque?
reporter to other
Ahí
areas
está.
of her life.
Iba a dejar marca.
Combat.
Iba a dejar marca de alguna
Companion
manera, lo
Mr.
sabía.
Verite, she captures enemies from all angles, unleashing attacks while discovering and exposing their weaknesses.
Obviamente sin el link de Najida, pero yo sabía que iba a dejar marca.
Who knew cameras could do that, though? I didn't know you could use them as a weapon. The more you know, I guess.
Okay, here's some cool stuff. Charlotte's elemental skill applies snappy silhouette to opponents caught within the viewfinder of her camera. During this effect's duration, marked opponents will intermittently take damage.
Wow.
Holding Charlotte's elemental skill strengthens these effects and applies focused impression to opponents instead.
Vamos a sacarse 6 seguramente a Charlotte
flash
en
field
eso.
that continuously restores HP to party members within its range. Monsieur Verite, he's also going to join in and intermittently attack opponents during the duration of the ability.
Están sacando muchos personajes de catalizador,
adapting her methods to match the needs of her target. When paired with Fontaine characters, Charlotte receives a healing bonus. When paired with non-Fontaine characters, she receives a cryo damage bonus. Now that is not all. There is more. During the 4.2 special event, travelers can complete a quest to receive a special gadget called the zoom lens. When Charlotte activates the zoom lens, it will trigger her passive talent called first-person shutter.
Oh my gosh, that's
When you
amazing.
hold her elemental skill, the gadget will cause you to enter photo mode instead.
Ya hacía falta, ya hacía falta.
That is so cool.
Yep.
That is super rad, and you know, I have a feeling some super cool pictures are gonna come out of that.
Oh yeah.
We are going to provide more information about the zoom lens and how to use it during the event
Good.
overview portion.
Están bastante bien.
So, Farina and Charlotte will both be featured in version 4.2
La primera fase, con
Event
Baishu.
Wishes.
Ooh.
In the first half of version 4.2, we'll have Event Wishes showcasing Farina and Baiju. During this time, Charlotte will also receive a huge drop rate
mini withers.
boost.
Huge boost.
Huge boost. A new 5-star sword, Splendor of Tranquil Waters,
Forma Splendor of
will be
Tranquil
featured in
Waters.
the weapon event banner.
Esplendor de las aguas tranquilas. ¿Tranquilas? ¿Tranquila?
And in
Más o menos.
the second half of version 4.2, we'll have reruns for
Segunda,
Seno and Ayato.
Seno y Kamisato Ayato.
Okay, let's take a look at what other information we can learn from Farina's itinerary. It looks like she's investigating something.
Ooh.
Oh, there's even a report attached.
Tell us what it says.
Okay, I will. It says, strange rumblings
Ahí
have been
está.
heard in
Nuevos.
the depths of Fontaine's waters.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh.
Ese es el
It's
boss
here
semanal,
already?
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh.
Well.
El vallenato.
It looks like it's in a sea of pink and blue stars. That's so pretty.
Oh, I remember this well. I recognize this well.
Abre portales del abismo,
Isn't
eh.
this the whale that the traveler saw in Child's vision at the end of the version 4.1 Archon quest?
Yep, it's the same one.
Que una vez
After
terminado la
salvaging
misión
its
de
way through the
Arconte,
primordial sea,
aparece.
this otherworldly
Normal,
creature
como lo
has
pasó con
at
Najida.
long last broken the seal and descended upon Fontaine.
Ooh,
dear.
it's real big. It feels like it might even burst straight through the screen.
Oh, I hope not. I get this feeling that this isn't the type of opponent that we can just brute force our way through, you know?
Exactly. In the first phase, it will use its gigantic size to target the traveler with massive AoE attacks from all directions. Dodging is definitely your friend with this one.
Oh boy. Okay. So there also seems to be sort of a progress bar next to the boss's HP bar.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Okay, since we can't outfight it, we'll have to outsmart it instead. The creature just freed itself from captivity and is brimming with anger. So if you can find a way
Ok, pero
to
al final
capitalize on that
no va a
anger,
curar la furrina.
perhaps you'll also find its weaknesses.
Oh, okay. Wait, is somebody being eaten? Is it even possible to
survive something like that? I guess here it is.
Eso es el abismo.
This is an entirely different space, it looks like. And there's a new enemy here with a massive sword. Oh, these summoned creatures also look vaguely familiar to me.
I wonder what the deal is with all of this. Perhaps defeating this mysterious enemy within this space will be the key to defeating the whale? Travelers will need to experiment for themselves.
Ooh, yeah. All truth.
Kishin, un healer. El healer por conte puede tener pruebas o no. A lo mejor y destroza toda.
Well said. Oh man, this boss looks really tough. What happens if
Obviamente voy a tener dos versiones del Healer para Arconte. Uno con Furrina y otra con Noel.
Starting from 4.2, an option will appear on the challenge failed.
Ya puedes bajar directamente la dificultad de la pelea. No lo voy a necesitar.
Oh, I love that. Now we don't need to worry about getting stuck while trying to
Muy bien.
advance the main
El jefe nuevo
story.
semanal, sí.
Hey, that was a lot of information, wasn't it? Can we take a short little break while we have a
Era potente. Y lo que dije de Charlotte era cierto. Iba a dejar marca con su habilidad elemental. Eso y que va a poder tomar fotos como tal. Que tiene bastante sentido, la verdad. No sé por qué no se me ocurrió. El segundo código. El código de REM.
Hello, travelers. Welcome back to the version 4.2 special program.
Hello.
Voy a tener la suerte de que me salgan dos furrinas en una misma tirada. Eso sería maravilloso, pero no va a suceder.
But I hope you're still eager for new content, travelers, because there's still more to come. Let's take a look at
Nunca he
what
tenido
other
esa suerte.
information we can learn from Furina's itinerary. Okay.
Un multi 5 estrellas.
Aside from investigating crises, it seems like our Hydro Archon also goes on occasional excursions throughout Fontaine. Who knew she did all this work behind the scenes?
Ok, la nueva área.
Well, you know, maybe
¿Qué es la
she's just
torre?
using it as an excuse to scout out
Esa torre me parece mucho al de Storm Terror.
And excuses. Typical. Hey, it seems like the places Furina has chosen to visit this time feature some peculiar landscapes.
Oh, yeah. It looks like Furina is
En serio, es que el acento que tiene Amber Lee, o sea, la voz de Furina, me parece muy de Beverly Girl.
right behind the opera house.
Yes. Es mucho de Beverly Girl.
Although, it does kind of look like it could be hiding some secrets.
¿Ya terminó el de
Definitely
Honkai?
wouldn't be a video game if there weren't secrets.
Oh,
Things
yeah.
are definitely not what they seem here. For example, strange things have been happening with the water veins around Loch Urania. As you can see, a strong windstorm has gathered around the vortex rising from the middle of the lake. It's almost like it's preventing certain things from getting closer and forcibly pushing other things away. And take a look at this, the foggy forest path.
That fog is really thick. Yeah.
That's why they call it the foggy forest path. And what about this area? The
Sabía que una de
weeping
esas
willow of the lake?
áreas me causaba problemas en stream. Solo voy a decir eso.
And the water doesn't look quite right. Like it's cloudy or something. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Exactly. It seems like
Mo.
Arena also realized something was off. It looks like she headed underwater to investigate, and what did she find? A number of contaminated bacterial mats.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of, there are always
¿No
new
sabes?
things to discover beneath Fontaine's waters. In this update, we'll encounter a new type of Fontamer aberrant, the xenochromatic ball octopus.
Ooh.
Travelers can borrow its abilities to cleanse away the contamination clots and contamination cores from the bacterial mats. Pretty cool. In
Ok.
addition, with the help of a special device, travelers will be able to use this creature's abilities on the surface as well. They may be the key to solving certain puzzles, or perhaps even powering certain objects. But we'll leave that for you to discover.
Ooh.
To learn more about the story behind the new Arrhenius Forest region, be sure to check out the version.
No puedo dejar de escuchar el acento de Beverly Girl que tiene.
I'll give you a hint. Melazines are involved.
What? Melazines? Really?
Melazines.
Oh, then it would certainly be a world quest that you won't want to skip.
To the south of Arrhenius Forest, you'll find the Mort region. There, a singular tower stands tall above an island in the middle of the sea. Perhaps it's also guarding some unspeakable secrets.
Ooh. Actually, it looks like that's the very
Y Lumain parece
next
que se
stop
le
on
pegó
Phoenix
también el
itinerary.
acentito.
So, let's go check
La
it
que
out.
tiene la voz, la
Okay,
que hace la
I
voz de
bet
Lumain.
a bunch of travelers
O a lo mejor
know
de él así,
this
es que
tower
jamás he
since they've
escuchado,
arrived in Fontaine.
no he
I'm so
escuchado
excited
nunca
that
la
we finally get
voz
to check it out. Yes,
normal
same.
de la que hace la voz de Lumain.
Yeah, in version 4.2, the sealed ruin tower is the focus of a quest series called Search in the Algae Sea. I know. And after unlocking 4 seals along its perimeter, the tower and its long buried secrets will be unveiled to us.
Oh, amazing! Okay, it would feel great to finally demystify all the secrets churning under the seemingly calm waters.
Yes, I want answers.
¿Así?
I also we all want answers.
Yo-
I
Bueno,
also
sí,
heard this quest has something to do
terminado
with
esto
the
voy a echar un
primordial
vistazo
sea.
al show
Seems
que
like there's a
hice
very important and very
en
ancient
japonés
story
para
behind
ver
it all.
quiénes
That is
presentaron
very right. New stories are
el
always
este.
unfolding in Fontaine, whether above water or below. And this is not limited to the 2 new regions in this update. The prophesied
Ay.
earthquake woke up new life forms in
Le
other
pegué el
places
micrófono.
where destinies intersect.
Oh, destinies!
Destinies! In certain underwater
El
caves, new
hidrotulpa.
life form is waking up.
El
It has
voz,
greater and more diverse powers of transformation while in combat.
voz de
So
mundo.
don't let your guard down, travelers.
Yes. And some places still seem to tell the stories of events long past, no matter how long they've been abandoned. So, in this update, travelers can also look forward to the climax of the Narcissan Croix's adventure questline that was introduced over the last 2 versions. And there might even be an unexpected surprise waiting at the
En Personas 3 está la voz
A surprise!
de la maestra de Tartaglia, ¿en serio?
I can't wait to see what it is.
Same.
All right, there's a lot to discover in the new areas of the map, but Farina's itinerary doesn't stop there. Oh, wait, it looks like she's arranged to spend some time with her subjects.
Aw.
Farina is
Wow.
pretty personable. Who's to say? She might even make an appearance at the events taking place in Fontaine.
Speaking of, let's move on to the event portion.
All right, the Fontaine Fishing Association has recently posted a commission to investigate the rumors of water imps near Arrhenius Island.
Ooh,
Ok,
another
empezamos con las
investigation.
investigaciones. Es lo que
Oh,
quería.
and Fremine seems to be involved. That little clockwork penguin next to him must be one of his other companions. But it doesn't look like Pear.
Actually, its name is Thelxie. The name comes from a Fontanian fairy tale that describes a terrifying creature that lives underwater. Adults would use the story to keep children
Y van a
away from
regalar a
shore. As
Freminet
the story goes,
una constelación
children who
gratuita.
play by the water are food
Ok, no lo
for
sabía.
Thelxie to devour.
Ooh.
Jeepers.
Yeah, for real. Ugh, well, children must be pretty afraid of that creature.
I know, right? It does seem a little unusual for Fremine to give this little penguin a name like that. There must be some other reason.
Wait, hey, does this event also have something to do with this clockwork penguin?
Absolutely. In this event, we'll be helping Fremine make some improvements to this little clockwork penguin. There will
Creo que
be
no
a
tengo
total
una...
of 3
No, no
main
tengo ninguna
stages to the
constelación de
event.
Freminet. Y aún así
After the
pega
first
bastante bien.
stage, we'll repair the penguin by fixing its circuits and reconnecting the motherboard. In return, the little guy will help us out on our journey.
Oh, I
Pretty
love that.
cool. As our journey progresses, we'll collect colorful shells, corals, and other items which can be used to outfit our little friend with weapons and equipment. Which brings
Ok,
us to the
puzzles de
second
esos.
stage of the event, using an echoing conch to search underwater and find the items that we need for the penguin.
And, you know, what happens if we run into certain speed bumps on our adventure?
El
You
nuevo
know,
ataque va a estar
monsters,
curiosete.
puzzles, and all that jazz.
Well, it seems like the perfect opportunity for our little penguin buddy to shine.
Aw.
Exactly. In the third stage of the event, the clockwork penguin will help us defeat
Y uno de
monsters
peleas,
lurking
claro.
around a specific domain and obtain any treasures that they may be guarding. Of course, The Clockwork Penguin will provide different buffs in each battle to help travelers emerge victorious.
Whoa.
Now, as for the story behind these battles,
Buen combo ahí,
travelers will
la
just have
verdad.
to find out for themselves.
Let's see. After helping the penguin, the
La verdad es que ese
next
equipo está
item on the
bastante potente,
itinerary is...
Nahida, Nilou,
Oh, the cute little fungi are
la Shogun y
back.
Hayato.
Cool.
Está muy bien
Mania, a
ese
friend we
equipo.
met in Sumeru, has arrived in Fontaine to promote Lil Fungi's
Vuelven
Fantastic
el
Fiesta.
Oh, and
Fantastic Fiesta.
speaking of fun, guys, I think I recognize some familiar faces. Bongo Head, it's time to shine!
Yay! Travelers may notice some differences in this update's fungi event. Aside from taking place in Fontaine, the gameplay has also been optimized. Previously, we led the Lil Fungi in battle against Mechanici. This time, we'll have the opportunity to challenge a whole host of powerful monsters.
Está bastante bien.
Awesome. Travelers will be able to command a variety of fungi, adjusting their movement to target different enemies. And don't forget to use marvelous gels to instruct the little fungi to unleash powerful
Ese jueguito me
skills.
gustaba.
Yeah!
Lástima que no han podido hacer el siguiente para evitar demanditas por parte de Pokémon.
Actually, I have a little note here to pass along from our developer friends. It's the note, some unfolding. While they hope to make the little fungi and some other events permanent so travelers can play at any time, the team feels that the current design doesn't adequately sustain long-term gameplay. So, they're going to continue iterating, optimizing, and improving this event while also working hard to develop interesting content that is relevant to the overall game. Thanks, devs.
Yeah, thanks!
All right.
Mamiko
Let's
Noto.
take a look
A
at what
ver.
else Farina's itinerary has in store. Oh, it's the Graph Adversarial Technology Experiment Log. I'm more than ready to fight some adversaries. Let me at 'em!
Ah, esa es la
I
voz de
wish I could, but it doesn't actually
Satilizer.
involve
También la de
fighting.
Haruka.
A researcher obsessed with graph
Chile de
adversarial technology
Kill.
has made great contributions
Hágame,
to the study of
Akame la Kill.
counter-criminal
Akame la
image
Kill, algo así.
recognition.
Ah,
She
de
believes
de
that her
Akumo.
research can help her achieve great
De
success.
Moriko también.
But
Joder.
her scholarly responsibilities make it difficult for her to collect the field samples that she needs.
I'm guessing
Kevin de
this is where the
Mavis.
traveler
De
comes in.
Kotomi.
Okay, you're not wrong.
Está guapo.
But Pauline's request
¿Qué
is
hay?
actually pretty
Por
reasonable.
él, pues tiene.
To receive rewards, simply
En
submit
Persona 3,
photographs
¿qué
of
voz
5
hace?
different sample types that match the characteristic that's given on each day.
Sounds simple enough.
You can
Ah, es la
also
voz de
exchange these
Fuka.
samples with your friends. You might be able to
Okay.
find useful references for the samples that you need to collect in the Adventure Archive. At the end of the quest, travelers will receive a special gift from Pauline.
La verdad es que tiene muy buena historial, la verdad.
That's right. It's the zoom lens we mentioned.
Lo de las
during
fotos
Charlotte's
con Charlotte va a ser una cosa
introduction.
maravillosa.
Oh, how fun.
To use it, just equip the camera and activate the zoom lens in your inventory. The zoom lens can be attached to all
Oh, ya van
cameras
a
obtained
tener
in the game
nuevas.
up to this point. When equipped with other characters, the zoom lens won't be able to be used in combat, but if you switch to Charlotte and hold your elemental skill, you'll be able to snap pics with zoom lens even while fighting. You can even use it in domains.
Ooh.
Double whoa. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. And I bet
Ooh.
travelers will be able to capture some amazing moments in co-op mode too.
And even if you miss the chance to participate in the event, there's no need to worry.
Eso va a ayudar bastante
You'll be
para
able to
muchos
return the
creadores
zoom
de
lens
contenido
after
Genshin.
the event ends. Sweet.
It seems like Farina has also learned of the existence of a domain shrouded in mist. Travelers who master
Unos cuantos
the
eventos se
leyline
vienen,
features and put together the strongest party will be able to easily beat their opponents.
Now, less experienced travelers like myself don't need to worry either. Using trial characters and taking advantage of the buffs brought about by the leyline are also great ways to come out on top.
That's right. And travelers who are more confident in their combat skills can choose to jump straight to the final challenge. Also, the Leyline
Los
Overflow
llanos
event
chistes
will
de
return at the
Seno.
end of version 4.2. Now might be the perfect time
Okay.
to start building your parties. Hopefully, you're
Obviamente
all
para-
excited for the fabulous events that version 4.2
para que
has in
farmen.
store. But there are still more surprises to share.
Yay!
Oh, let's get into them.
Well, before we get into
Ojalá,
them,
en vez de
let's take a
que
quick
cuesten
break
menos,
to have a look at
debían
the
de dar
final
el doble.
redemption code for today. See you in a
O
bit.
costar menos, costar menos y dar el doble de cosas. Y el último redem. Uno de Ren de la madrugada. La verdad es que creo que iniciaron demasiado fuerte. Y fue decayendo el livestream. A ver, es que empezaron con... Uno, la historia de Arconte, que se ve que va a estar medio potente. Y sin el medio va a estar potente. Y después con la misión de...
Welcome back, travelers.
De este, ¿cómo se llama? De la
I just took a
furrina.
look at Lady Farina's itinerary, and it seems we've actually reached the end. Aw, I know. So we've submitted our appointment request to Surintendant Cheval Moran. While we're waiting to hear back, let's see what system optimizations we have for the upcoming version. Let's get into it.
Okay, so first up is the Quick Challenge feature for weekly bosses. New players or players who prefer to spend their time exploring may have yet to unlock certain weekly bosses, and it's difficult to raise new characters when you can't access the boss drops needed to ascend a certain character.
Totally. True.
In version 4.2, travelers who are at adventure rank 40 or above will have the option to quick challenge a weekly boss by navigating to the Trounce domain section of the adventure handbook.
Ok, ya vamos a tener que hasta allá.
All weekly bosses will be available to challenge, except Storm Terror and the Wolf of the North.
Nice. Yeah, now we don't have to wait to advance the story before we can level up a new character's talents and skills.
Exactly. Also, we're introducing an update to Genius Invocation TCG. In version 4.2, 3 new character cards and 5 new action cards will be added. There will also
Normal.
be an accelerated
Yo dejé de jugar.
which will provide
Ni siquiera subí el
a
nivel
smoother
10.
gaming
Llegué a subir el nivel 10
experience.
simplemente por las
Cool stuff.
recompensas,
After
nada
the
más.
version 4.2 update, deck sharing codes will also be available. Use them to show off your strongest deck or take inspiration from other travelers.
That's cool.
That's awesome. And, you know, since the number of card combinations just keeps increasing, the number of decks a player can save has been
Compartir
increased
decks.
from 10
Interesante.
to 20.
Doubled.
Double! And in addition, both the maximum number of starting slots and the number of slots unlocked at each player level upgrade have been increased from 2 to 4.
Doubled again.
Double! Double again!
The developers have also made a number of optimizations to the
Nuevas
Genius Invocation
cartas,
TCG
nuevas
interface.
armas.
Heated Battle Mode and the Forge Realms Temper Endless Swarm will also return in version 4.2.
Ooh, and in addition to the updates made to Genius Invocation TCG, returning travelers will enjoy ample login rewards and exploration guidance courtesy of the Genshin Impact Project team. May those returning to Devat have a happy reunion.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah. Plus, a new story key privilege has also been added so that returning travelers can enjoy new story quests and hangout events.
Amazing. Red notification dots.
En serio, ahora actualmente escucho las dos con un acento Beverly Girl muy fuerte.
Will no longer reappear when logging in on a different platform.
Yo.
Quest optimizations will also be available in version 4.2. The first one pertains to unlocking story quests. Travelers will now get to choose whether to accept a story quest after unlocking.
Eso está bastante bien. Porque una vez que lo desbloqueabas, te iniciaba la misión.
By a sudden influx of quests anymore.
The update has also made notifications about prerequisite quests even clearer, making it easier for players to proceed to certain content.
That's awesome.
Okay, great. Oh, and it seems like that's all we have for the latest version update. I guess that means it's time for the 4.2 special program to come to a close.
Oh,
I know.
Well, there's so much exciting stuff happening, and I know personally, aside from all the intrigue around,
Hay cositas, hay cositas en la 4.2 y eso me alegra.
I'm very jazzed for the Fun Guy events.
Yes, how can you not be? They keep on adding so much cool stuff to this game. For me, I love the idea of the combat camera, but for me and
La cámara es una maravilla.
we are here for the melazines.
Well, this has been so
Bueno, sabemos cuál es la
fun.
obsesión de Nebula con las
Really grateful we can
melucinas.
all be here today together. And honestly, I'm just really glad that we're
Bueno,
gonna
aunque una vez ya haces la historia sabes por qué tienes ese afán con
maybe,
ellas.
I don't know, maybe it'll have a nice ending in 4.2. We'll have to see. But that's it for the version 4.2 special program. Thank you so much, everybody, and see you all in game.
Bye. Toodaloo.
Ok, correcto. El 8. Bueno, el 8 para nosotros sería el 7. Bueno, para mí sería el 7 todavía. Porque el parche inicia aproximadamente como a las 9 de la noche del día 7. Sí, correcto. Bueno, lado sur. Sí, lado sur, suroeste, mejor dicho. Sí, es que está cerca de la torre, o sea, la torre está ahí. Ya están los 3 códigos Honkai, perfecto. Aquí va a haber unos cuantos plots en la historia de la furrina. Eso me agrada. ¿Qué digo? Ya no se exploran los, los tweets, pero... Pero bueno, ¿qué se le va a hacer? Ah, ¿te llegan por correo? Joder, pues mira qué bien. Pues a ver, se ve bien. Se ve bien, parece que van a optimizar ciertas cosillas que han tenido con la opción de la iluminación que agregaron desde la 4. Y sí, ha ocasionado problemas menores para mí, pero sí que he escuchado a varias gente que ha tenido problemas con la nueva opción de la iluminación. A ver si lo arreglan y todo eso. Así que nada, se esperan cosas interesantes. Podemos echar un vistazo. Ah, por cierto, antes de que se me olvide, em, mañana no creo. Pero sí ya, bueno, sí, mañana tal vez. No, mañana no. O sí. Bueno, depende de qué tan cansado venga del trabajo. Eh, bueno, es que también llego tarde. Ya está listo para ¿cómo se llama? Los dados del abismo. Ya están preparados. Así que, y como ya inició la nueva sesión, o me puedo esperar que salga la furrina. Aunque claro, si me esperas que salga la furrina, tengo que farmear todo lo que pide. Y eso. Pero los dados ya están. Ya, a ver, ese día voy a poner ¿cómo se dice? Cómo están ordenados los números, porque no pueden que sí, vi un poquito. Vi un poquito antes de iniciar, vi un poquito lo de Honkai. Y sí llegué a ver a Ho-Ho y al caballero ese extraño de físico. Que me parece que es conservación también, ¿no? El caballero. Ah, es erudición. Vale. Porque no lo vi bien. Lo vi muy de filón. ¿Saben lo que quería hacer? Bueno, más bien lo que quería. Estaba buscando. Sí, con la rosa. Estaba buscando con los dados de Genshin. O sea, los de la... ¿cómo se llaman? El juego de cartas, pues esos dados. Estaba buscando, no los encontré en ningún sitio. A ver si para cuando salga la furrina tengo los dados esos. Más que nada para no enumerar yo los dados. Que tenga en mente, son de 8. Se llaman narcisistas. De hecho, es muy narcisista el caballero ese. Se nota. Yo con lo poco que vi de él, no vi exactamente. Bueno, el metrosexual es otra cosa. El narcisista son dos cosas distintas. A ver, vamos a ver el showcase, el livestream de Genshin. Creo que ya acabó, así que puedo ir directamente. Aquí está el de inglés. No sé por qué dice próximamente. Ah, aquí está. Ah, no, pero esa es el preview.
冒険図鑑を利用すればより早く目標を見つけられますよ。旅人さんでも。おい。
これだけ。
はい。まあ我々見れてない。
Ah, ok, curioso. Solo están las voces, no están los personajes en cámara.
フォンテーヌについてどんな印象をお持ちですか？収録してて。
やっぱこう水の国、水を基調とした国なので、風景がとにかくすっごく綺麗で、
はい。
いや空も青いのに。
が終わってもこの便利アイテムを入手できる。
Ah, apenas están mostrando la cámara.
それではフリーナちゃんの次のスケジュールを見ていきましょう。
はい。
フリーナは人々からある霧に覆われた秘境の話を聞きました。ここの地脈特性を把握し、適切なチームを組めば中にいる敵を難なく倒せるはずです。戦闘経験がまだ少ないという旅人さんも慌てる必要はありません。お試しキャラクターを利用して地脈がもたらすバフ効果をよく見れば簡単に報酬を手に入れられるはずです。また実力に自信のある旅人さんは途中の戦闘を
Ah, no, están mostrando lo mismo pero con diferentes personajes.
挑戦に挑むこともできます。
De hecho, están utilizando personajes 4 estrellas.
ですね。もちろんバージョン 4.2 の最後にイベント地脈の本流が
están con lo de las líneas ley.
このイベントを活用してぜひチームを強化してみてください。いやー、ということで今回もね面白そうなイベントが盛りだくさんでございますけれども、盛りだくさんすぎます。まだまだリーナの旅は続きます。ちょっと休憩してからまたお会いしましょう。それでは最後の交換コードをどうぞ。
Este es el Radem. Es que es el mismo, no cambia. Apenas van en el segundo. Ese fue el segundo Radem, ¿verdad? Ah, no sé, es el último, vale. Lo tengo todo controlado para poner Twitch, YouTube, Twitch, YouTube, Twitch, YouTube. Pues es curioso que no pongan los personajes, simplemente dejaron las voces. No sé si fue de último momento el cambio de voces para el livestream de en japonés o qué, pero es curioso.
ただいま。はい、ただいまです。ということで、まだまだ情報があるんですけれども、
まだあるんですか？
いきますよ。まずは終ボスのクイックスタートです。一部の新米旅人さん、またはまだ探索中の旅人さん、好きなキャラクター、特に新キャラクターを育成する際に対応する終ボスが未開放だった経験はありませんか？
どうですか？
特に最近ね始められた方、でここ1年で始められた
方、
本当
に
テイワットが広いので、追いついてないよっていう人にも朗報でございます。
何でしょうか？
La explicación y todo eso.
アップデート後、
Pues bueno.
冒険ランクが40以上の旅人さんであれば、冒険の証、秘境、正当領域のページからクイックスタートの機能を利用すると、風魔竜と北風の狼以外の各終ボスに挑戦できます。
Más bien a Charlotte le gustaban, bueno, le gustaban los chistes de seno, pero en el sentido de bueno, en juego, en game le parecían buenos titulares.
時間がない人にとっては神機能でございますね。
欲しい素材をゲットできるようになるということですね。
はい、その通りでございます。すごい。助かる人も多そうですね。そして次は七星召喚の恒例のアップデート。バージョン 4.2 アップデート後、キャラカード3枚とアクションカード5枚を追加する他に、旅人さんの体験を改善するために七星召喚に 倍速プレイ機能を追加する予定です。
めちゃめちゃ便利そう。
そして同時に旅人の皆さんはデッキをシェアして
Bueno, no vamos a ver todo esto otra vez, así que lo dejamos. Así que bueno, yo me voy a dormir otro rato y posiblemente el yo se va a poner. Así que nada. Cuídense y nos vemos. No sé si al rato con más. Como digo, no sé si voy a hacer los dados hoy o mañana. Pero bueno. Cuídense. Chaito.